everybody. It's been a little while since I've been on. I had some headache issues, and then yesterday we had my parents over for the first time in a really long time. My mom celebrated a birthday, won't say which one, but anyway, they came over for some lunch and cake and stuff, and it was great to see everybody again. It's just been way too long. Anyway, I wanted to come on and do a mini video, but we all know that I don't really do mini videos. I'm gonna try to talk less about some more books that I've been using in the classroom. Now, this first one I'm gonna talk about, I am pretty sure I've put in a couple of vlogs, so I'm just gonna mention it this time. Third Grade Angels by Jerry Spinelli. He also has a sequel called Fourth Grade Rats, and that's based on a poem from the book. So if you don't know this one, third grade teachers, kids love it. It's awesome. Great first part of the year read. Right now, we are reading The Binder of Doom Baruch Cake, and the kids are loving it. It's really awesome for a few reasons. Lots of chances for some graphic novel kind of pages, and the kids love those. And also just the idea of monsters. Come on, I mean, everybody loves a monster, especially when it's named after a fruitcake. So these guys are super popular. There are, I think, I'm probably wrong, but I think there's only 3. I have the first 3, and I ordered these from Scholastic, but I'm also able to find them. I believe I found these on Amazon. If I did, I'll link them in the description. I can also link just the general Scholastic, but if you're not a teacher, you would, I'm not really sure how that works as a parent. I know you can still order, but you may have to pay for shipping. When I put in an order over a certain dollar amount, and I think it's only 10, I get free shipping. And currently Scholastic is shipping to your home address, teachers, if you don't already know that, but you probably do. So anyway, these are books 2 and 3 in the series. Now, the other series that, if this looks familiar but you don't have these, you may have the Notebook of Doom, not to be confused with the Binder of Doom. So there's lots of those, and the kids have loved those in my classroom for a few years now. These are newer, and I just happened to get them shipped to my house, and I don't have everything at school at home, so I just went with these. Otherwise, I probably would have started with the Notebook of Doom, but it doesn't matter. They reference everything in all the books that the kids need to know to understand. So those are really fun reads. I also read this one to them 2 weeks ago, last week, I don't remember, but these are super cute, Diary of a Pug, and I know I've mentioned these in other vlogs. They're really great. They're colorful, lots of fun pictures, lots of chances for expressive reading. And I have books 2 and 3. I only have book 2, 1 and 2 to hold up here. Book 3 is somewhere. Anyway, these are really good. And the reason that I choose really short chapter books at the beginning of the school year is just to build up their stamina for sitting, listening, and then also I use all the books always that I read to teach inferencing skills, to teach vocabulary, sentence structure, you name it, you can teach it through a read aloud. So this book was really well received. We vote every time we have been reading a new chapter book, and this one won out by 2 votes to this one. So this one will probably be next because they were kind of sad. So, but they were, happy about this one too. So these are quick reads. I usually read 2 chapters a day, and that puts us at less than, it's like 5 or 6 days for the entire book. And let me just double check. 9, 10, this one might be a little bit different. Yep, I was thinking so. That worked for the Pug book, but this one, there are 16 chapters, so 8 days, unless I decide to hustle us up at the end and maybe shorten the number of days by reading more chapters each day. Okay, next is the reason I'm here today. Okay, so I read, I think it was in 2017. Let me find it. One of the best books for kids I have ever read. It was amazing. And oh wow, I'm way off. 2013. So I read it in probably 2017, and it had been around for a couple of years. It is called Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library. If you don't already know this book and you have, I would say, second grade maybe, like end of second grade, but I think third grade really appreciates this book. I would say third to fifth. I'm gonna say that's a good spread. Sixth, they're too old, I think. But fifth, I think would still like this book. This is the original cover. I'll show you the later books in the series that have the more updated cover. This just happens to be the one I have, but I will put links to the ones that I bought these all on Amazon. I'll put links to those in the description so that you can check them out yourself. This book series is really great, and it's kind of, when I'm describing this series to someone, I say it's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory meets the library. So I will read you the back. It's very short. It says, when Kyle learns that the world's most famous game maker, that's Mr. Lemoncello, has designed the town's new library and is having an invitation-only lock-in on the first night, he is determined to be there. But the tricky part isn't getting into the library, it's getting out. Kyle's going to need all his smarts because a good roll of the dice or lucky draw of the cards is not enough to win in Mr. Lemoncello's library. So, just a quick background. Mr. Lemoncello grew up in the same town that, and I think it's, oh golly, I'm not even going to try to guess, Stanton, something like that. Anyway, I'm probably confusing it with another book. Anyway, Mr. Lemoncello grew up in the town where the current library is that he has redesigned. And as a young child, he grew up in a family with many, many siblings, and he didn't get any real quiet time at his house or alone time. And so he really learned to appreciate the quiet of the library, and a certain librarian took him under her wing while he was young. And as he grew up, he had a love for game making and game playing and reading and all things that involve trivia and learning and things like that. So the librarian, and this was 3 books ago, so I may goof a little bit the details, but hopefully not. The librarian helped him kind of hone his game making abilities and his love for game making by always helping him in any way she could, including giving him things from her drawer. I was going to pull something out of my drawer, but I don't have a drawer here. Little tiny knickknacks that he could use as game pieces. I'm picturing like an eraser and maybe a dice or an actual game piece, or who knows, piece of lint, a candy. Anyway, she loaned him all those things to make his game. And as he grew, she was the one who helped him get his very first game published and made. And so he never forgot her and his love of the library. One day he found out that they were going to remake over the library into a parking structure for the mall. And he decided that he would buy the library building. Oh, I failed to mention he's a billionaire now because he owns this game company, and they're just the world's greatest games. Everybody loves them. So he bought the library and he remade it like crazy. He put in like domed ceilings that had holographic parts and just all that you could ever imagine, hover ladders to get up to the top shelves to check out books, and just amazing rooms in this library where kids wouldn't like ever want to leave. So he has decided to hold a contest, and that's the one that was alluded to in the back, on the back cover that I read you. He's holding a contest for the kids in the city, and they get to help him. I believe, for sure, I think they get to help him in his upcoming commercial for his new game, so they get to star in the commercial. And there's something else they win too, and I honestly can't remember what it is. But amazing book. You will not be sad if you read this. You will be happy that you did. Another thing I like is that the chapters are short, and like the first book has 56 chapters, but it is 288 pages. Sorry, I'm losing my voice after teaching all day. So I like the shorter chapters. I don't care to ever stop in the middle of a chapter when doing a read aloud, but sometimes you have to because the chapter goes on for 20 minutes. So these are nice because you can squeeze in a couple chapters a day and not feel like you're ending in the middle of something. So this is the first book in this series. Then the second book in the series is Mr. Lemoncello's Library Olympics, and this just furthers the first story by he now calls in kids from other cities to compete in like a trivia Olympics, and such a great book. I'm not going to read the back because I think you probably get the gist enough just by the first book. Okay, now I am reading oh, look at my fancy bookmarks, they're Post-it notes. I am reading currently the third book in the series, which is called Mr. Lemoncello's Great Library Race. Now, I bought this one quite a while ago, but I have so many books, and I just kind of put it on hold until I was reminded by, I think Amazon sent me a reminder that Chris Grabenstein, I hope I'm saying that right, had a new book out. Well, he is an amazing author. He has several series. I haven't read but one book in another one of his series, which I'll talk about another time. But he's written with James Patterson. He's an amazing author. I mean, so much fun to read. And he's a goofy guy, too. He seems like he'd be like super just fun to get to know. That's him. That's my good friend Chris there. Anyway, I'm in the middle, not quite, I'm actually not even close to the middle yet, of this book, and the first two books I've written book studies for, and they're in my Teachers Pay Teachers store. I love to do the read-alongs with a book. I don't do it for all my books, I couldn't, but for several read-alongs, throughout the year, I do the read-aloud write-alongs. I made them up, you think I could remember. Anyway, I'm working on one for this. The fourth book in the series, and there's 5 total now. This book I just ordered. This wasn't his most current, but I didn't have it yet. It's called Mr. Lemoncello's All-Star Breakout Game. Also, though, in the original series. This one is copyright 2019, so this is very current. His brand new book is this one, and I'm not a fan of hardback, but I couldn't wait because I mean, I love these so much. I'm going to show you on the back the new cover designs for the first 4 that I just talked about. Now this one, the 4th one, I do have the new cover design, but I am a visual learner, and I know that sometimes if you're in a bookstore and you see something and it doesn't catch your eye, it might be because I was showing you the old book cover first. Anyway, this book is his newest book in the series, and this is book number 5 in the series. This is a 2020 release. So I haven't read it yet. I also haven't read the 4th book in the series yet, but I am so excited because these books are just amazing. I love them as an adult. Now, maybe I have an attention span of a 3rd grader. There's a really good chance. But honestly, if you are a parent looking for a great read aloud, these would be so much fun for the whole family. And if you were reading it in a family setting, I would definitely include my 1st, 2nd graders. I just think in a school setting, it would be maybe too much for 1st or 2nd grade. 2nd grade teachers, maybe I'm wrong about that. Anyway, I highly recommend this book series. Again, I'll hold them up. Starts with this one. This is the old cover design. Then comes the great Library Olympics. Not the great, just Library Olympics. The 3rd one is the Great Library Race. And then the 4th and 5th are the All-Star Breakout Game and the Titanium Ticket. So I can't wait to start this one and all the books. But you can look for, if you are a teacher and you're interested, you can look for a book study of this as I finish. It will probably be a couple weeks because school's real busy right now, and that's obviously first priority. So, oh, hold, please. I also wanted to show you, I did buy this book, and I bought this way back when I bought the original Escape from Mr. Lemoncello's Library. I have not read this one, so I can't speak to if I loved it or not. It is a New York Times bestseller, and it's called The Island of Dr. Libris. Hope I'm saying that right. Anyway, this is another book that does not belong in the series. However, it sounds really good. I'll read you the back. It says, "What if your favorite books came to life?" Do you see a kind of a theme going through the books I love to read to kids? They're like magical and fun, and they make reading just magical, and I love that. So this one says, "Billy's spending the summer in a lakeside cabin that belongs to the mysterious Dr. Libris." I hope I'm saying that right. I'll have to look it up. But something strange is going on. When Billy opens the book, inside Dr. Libris's private bookcase, he can hear sounds coming from the island in the middle of the lake. The clash of swords, the twang of arrows. It's almost as if the stories he's reading are coming to life. Sometimes the real story starts after you close the book. Oh, now you know why I bought it. So anyway, I am going to read this one too. I need like maybe 35 hours a day to get through all the books, and then I still would need an extra 10 after that. So if you're like me, give this video a thumbs up. We need more time in our lives to read books. If you found anything helpful or entertaining about this vlog, please give it a thumbs up. And consider subscribing to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much. I'm going to end with a clip of Monroe. You have not seen Monroe for quite some time. She's still the same. She's hanging out in her tank, but we filmed her eating her bugs the other day, and it's really kind of fun. So if you have kids that like lizards, they might get a kick out of it too. Anyway, until next time, have a wonderful day, night, and don't forget to be positive and hopeful about the world we live in. Thank you. Goodbye. Hello, Monroe. Somebody made a mess of her salad, and here comes a gigantic hornworm, and somebody is really excited. Oh my goodness. Oh, geez Louise.
Oh, she got it in the middle.
Oh, ew. That looks just yum. Okay, and the dogs are barking. Was that so yummy? Are you okay? Are you still chewing? Is she still working it?
It's still working.
Oh.
That one's still going down.
That's a big worm, yeah. Monroe? Monroe, are you okay? Yeah, she's good. She wants to see what else is happening.
That's it. That's all I
That
got.
was it. That was the grand finale tonight. Bye, Ro. Now that I'm recording, she'll probably stop, but she climbed all these steps. Oh, there she goes. It's like you know. It's like you know I want to show you climbing the stairs. Come on, Ro. Keep going. Come on, Ro. Keep going, Rowan. She's so stealth. A little bit nervous what happens when she gets to the top. See how fast she runs. See if you can make that next step. That's a tricky one. That's a tricky one. Yeah, I'm talking to you. Yeah, I'm right here. I'm just filming your adventures. Is she gonna go for it? I'm narrating your life. What are you gonna do, huh? What are you gonna do? Gonna headbutt the wall. Right on. I know they use their tongues to kind of see what's going on, but she also like mushes her head into things. Probably another way they do it. Let's see if she does it. Oh, and her legs. Well, that's a wall. Can't go much farther that way. What will you do? Oh gosh. You coming at me? Are you gonna come down? You gonna come down, Monroe? Okay. I stopped recording for a little while to see if she was gonna do anything else, and she got a bit of a second wind. See if I can get her head butting the wall. Oh, she's coming back down. All right. I really hope I don't step on a dog backing up here. Stairs are fun, huh, baby? Stairs are fun. Whoa, that last one's a doozy. Oh, she's gonna flatten out, Archer. Archer, back up. She doesn't really like you to sniff her that much. She doesn't really get you. Yeah, doesn't really get you, Archer. Nobody really gets you. Okay, oh, you're a good girl. Okay, bye for now, Ro.